Francis Ngannou's looking to set up his next opponent in the heavyweight division, and it looks as though Anthony Joshua is calling out Francis. After dealing with Tyson Fury, Francis has made it very clear that he's open to a rematch if Tyson ever gave him the chance.
Yo guys, what's up? Waking up today and just remember that I'm the guy that just defeated the linear heavyweight boxing of the world, and that I'm the damn man. Even though I get robbed by those judges. Yes, I really believe that I won that fight. I should have done better, but still, I won that fight. So keep it up. I keep my eyes on him, and hopefully we get a rematch. This time things gonna be definitely different. Cheers.
Plenty of people are behind Francis if he were to go ahead with it, and coach Eric Nixick thinks that it should happen. Eric said, "I think they have to. I really do. I think they have to." After that performance, how can you not? In the ring, John Fury, the whole Tyson Fury team was so nice and so gracious. Let's not get it twisted. They provided us with a great opportunity. We needed two to tango, and Tyson kind of gifted us that opportunity. I think being the competitor that Tyson Fury is, I'm sure that he doesn't want not to give that opportunity. I don't want to say that he didn't take it seriously, but I don't think he expected some of the things Francis was able to do in the fight and accomplish. So he probably wants to get that back and show that he's a much better boxer. But I definitely think that these guys will fight again. Tyson Fury is definitely open to a rematch, but he knows he has to deal with Alexander Usyk first. Tyson stated, "Listen, I would like to do it again down the line, and I'm sure Francis would like to do it as well. But we got this man, Alexander Usyk, to deal with next, and that's what's next for us." Even more likely than an immediate rematch is a fight against Deontay Wilder at this point. Francis stated, "I think that's a good idea. In fact, we have spoken about that. That has been in the discussions, so that's something that can potentially happen. Nothing is set, but it's been something that has been coming to my attention, so that's something that makes sense. He's really serious about MMA. It's going to be a different beast for him." The PFL founder, Don Davis, has apparently been looking forward to a mixed-ruled bout between Francis and Deontay. Don stated, "We always slated for him to have one MMA fight in 2024. We had contingencies, March or December. So will he fight next year? Yes. Which fight will it be? I don't know. We'll partner with Francis and let that be his call." What do I think would be fascinating? Deontay Wilder in a mixed rules, right? I think that's the most interesting thing we could all see. This will all come down to availability, money, details, but I think those can come together. Joe Rogan thinks that the power Francis brings to the ring would be a lot for Deontay to handle.
They're talking about him and Deontay Wilder now. Talking about him and Deontay Wilder in a boxing match.
That would be violent.
It would be violent. You know, Deontay can be hit, but Deontay hits people.
Hits hard, bro. You talk about trying to find your equal. You found him.
Yeah.
That last knockout he had, it looked like a jab.
Moving away.
Moving away.
Moving away. Think.
Yes.
And the dude's stiff.
Stiff as a board.
Yeah. He's got that gift of God. When he knocked out Luis Ortiz, like,
Stiff touch.
Just right to the forehead. Blap! And you see, like, Ortiz on the ground going, what the He hits guys, and it's like they've never been hit like that before. You can see the look in their eyes.
Eddie Hearn thinks that Francis would just snap Deontay's legs in half if they met to fight. Eddie stated, "I'm not being funny, but have you seen his legs? If Francis Ngannou kicked Deontay Wilder's legs, they would literally snap in half." Malik Scott has confirmed that Deontay Wilder is very open to a fight against Francis. Malik stated, "We're already in communications about it. He's an option now, and we're going to see where things go. Yeah, absolutely. Personally, I believe he's willing to do good business. I talked to Deontay about it. I believe he's right there to be hit by Deontay. He's mature and poised, and for a guy with no professional fights as a boxer, he's still big and strong. In my opinion, he's very dangerous. He is a high-risk fight for anybody. I believe him being that big, it puts him in line to be hit by Deontay with a bomb. We'll write it up to get him out of there if the opportunity comes." Even Ariel Awani thinks this is a good idea, and he sees it as a way to continue crossovers and bring boxers to MMA.
If MMA is next, I think the biggest fight for you in MMA, I said this before you came on, is you versus Deontay Wilder in MMA, because it continues the story of MMA versus boxing. All the boxing guys will follow, but now we have a guy who comes over to MMA from boxing. What do you think of that idea?
I think that's a good idea. In fact, we have spoken about that.
Oh.
In fact, that has been in the discussion.
Okay.
So that's something that can potentially happen. So Deontay Wilder, for a couple months, for a little while now, been training MMA.
Oh, really?
So, oh yeah, because there's an option here.
The newest addition to talks is none other than Anthony Joshua, though. Anthony wasn't very into the idea of Francis Ngannou fighting Tyson Fury, but he gave credit to both fighters for making their money.
What are your thoughts on Fury fighting potentially Francis Ngannou?
Three thoughts. One, I shouldn't give a It's none of my business. Like, really, do you know what I mean? It has no business concerning me. It pays me no business. Number two, why? And he should have been fighting for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Straight up, that's nonsense. It's his fault. Three, if we're acknowledging his business, good luck to the man. Do your thing. It's right for him. What's it got to do with me? That's my 3 views on it.
Matt Brown has actually thought that this was a good fight for Francis ever since he moved over to the PFL. Matt stated, "He probably has a better chance against Anthony Joshua than I think people give him credit for. I think Joshua is 10 times a better boxer. He has the experience, but he's a little chinny. He does not like getting hit. That is his flaw that he's dealt with for a long time. He does not like getting hit, and if Francis actually shows him that power, even touches his gloves hard, Joshua might start cowering down a little bit. It probably comes across like I'm putting him down or something. He's absolutely an amazing fighter, and I have the utmost respect for him. But that's certainly the knock on him is his chin and his ability to take shots." Eddie Hearn is a huge supporter of this fight, and he thinks that AJ is one of the biggest fights for Francis. Eddie stated, "If I'm Francis Ngannou, I'm looking at it saying, give me the biggest fight possible, and that's 2 fights. It's Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder. They're the 2 massive fights for Ngannou, 2 huge men. But we'll see. I can't even believe we're talking about this. AJ wants to fight in December or January. We've also spoken very briefly to the Ngannou camp to say we'd be willing to look at that fight. I love that fight in Africa. The Rumble in the Jungle 2 out there would be incredible between 2 heavyweight giants. But AJ wants to win the world heavyweight title. That's the main focus. So whatever route will get him there the quickest, that's what he wants to do." Joe Rogan thinks there's a possible fight to be had there, but he can't get over the power of Francis Ngannou.
Over there now. I mean, obviously,
He actually believes that Anthony Joshua would win against Francis. David stated, "I think Anthony Joshua would knock him out. I think he would. Styles make fights. He has the benefit of having seen Ngannou in the ring with Tyson Fury, so knows what to expect and knows how to take it seriously, so knows what the upside would be of knocking him out. Tyson Fury had everything to lose and nothing to gain, and he did lose everything in a way. But now Joshua has everything to gain. It's all gone right for him." Eddie Hearn's prediction was about the same as he stated, "I'm absolutely lost for words. Fury looked like he'd never laced up a pair of gloves before. I thought Ngannou won by 2 rounds. Forget Fury versus Usyk, no one's interested. Just give us Fury versus Anthony Joshua. AJ will knock Fury out inside 6 rounds. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.